I tried. I
It
tried.
was going.
It did for the portrait. You know, it works, but for the other one, I'm gonna try to do some edits so you can see it in the other one too when
It
we
just like
finish.
stopped. I was like, oh, okay.
I know. Look, I tried to do some editing to fade it out, and it was not
I was like,
fading the
it
way I
just
wanted it
stopped.
to. All right, you guys. Let's wait till everybody comes in. So let's try to get the social media platforms going. Oh, I have a new stream key. Okay. All right, y'all. All right, let's try this again. Let's try this again.
Not a new stream key.
Yeah.
Mm.
So while we're doing that, I'll get Instagram set up. Hopefully, TikTok. If guys, if you are in the room, please leave a comment. Let us know. We'll wait a little bit before we actually start because I got to figure out
Dude,
where the stream key is.
where that stream key? Yeah, read them instructions.
I know. Here we go.
Gotta read them instructions. Yeah, read them instructions, B.
How to literally.
Right.
All right. Make sure.
Gotta run James down. Current live streams. Yup. Let's go live.
Copy it.
Let's share. Let's copy that link.
You see it, right? Look. In a
Copy that
separate
link.
tab.
Let's do that.
Tab,
And
go to Restream Home. Okay. And
let's
the separate tab.
get that link. YouTube Live. Whoop whoop. I need to text this link out. Text the link out. Boom. Text the link out.
All right. We are streaming on Facebook. We're streaming on YouTube.
Text the link.
Instagram. I'm trying. I am trying. Uh,
Text the link out. Chopped and screwed for you.
all right. Let's try this.
Mm-hmm. Boom, boom. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We are live.
We are live. Let's see. Let's see. Let's
We
see.
are live. Yo.
We are live. We are live. Let's
Ooh,
I hear that. Ooh.
that's that Facebook one. That's that Facebook one.
Hey, you guys, everybody that is coming on to Instagram, make sure you go to YouTube. I'm still reading the instructions.
Go to YouTube.
Click channels, add channel, and select
Go
Instagram.
to the YouTube.
Okay, got it. Hold on. Uh, I gotta go. I'll be back. Instagram. I found out what I did wrong. All right.
You found out what you did wrong.
Uh huh. So,
You gotta love that color people time. We never start on time. We always got some
never.
technical issues. We start late
Hold
and
on.
run
We got
late.
no. We got on time.
We start late and run late. We the color people. We the color people's podcast.
We really are.
We the color people's podcast. We start late. We run late. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing.
All right, let me
It's a beautiful thing.
edit. There we go.
There we go. We good,
No,
money.
no. save it. Stream key is required. Oh, hold on. I fit.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's why I kind of logged on like early to try to get these joints like
No,
get
I
these
I did
channels set up.
too.
And then I was like, damn, they got. And I had to realize that I had to go to the old stream because I was just going to the invite link you sent. The invite link was just saying, hey, you part of this team.
Got you.
But then it kept putting me in like the studio, like where you set everything up. And I was like, no, I need to join.
Got you.
So
Duplicate the screen. I gotta do another screen. I know where I gotta go now. Now that I found it,
you got a what?
I know what I gotta do.
Mm.
I
Mm.
gotta find my stream key.
Your stream key?
I think it's in here somewhere. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm about to say forget it. The gram.
All you really need to do is go live on the gram and just send people over to where you want them to go.
I know.
Besides, one of the somebody told me that trying to follow all the different streams is like a delay.
It really is. It really, really is.
But we here. We here. Shout out to the Niners game for that impressive wild card victory over them bum ass Eagles. So anybody's feeling kind of salty about that, so sorry. And it's perfect too. I needed that to be a playoff win because the last time we played them in the playoffs, and our quarterback was hurt, they was talking all that shit about beating us when we ain't had nobody that can go in the game and throw the ball. That's fine. Tap that ass this time. Put belt. What they say to now? What's the kid say? Put belt to ass.
Oh my gosh. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Cause
Put belt to ass. Beat him so bad, made him change
shout out to
offensive
the
coordinator.
Eagles. I don't
Made him
care
change offensive
what you
coordinators.
say.
Whoop him so bad. Hmm? They gonna realize one day is really Jalen, and I like the nigga, man. It's really him. You know what I'm saying? Man has all the offensive weapons of the world and can't manage to. I don't know. Mm,
It is not giving it to me. I'm done.
let it go.
I'm gonna let it go.
Let it
I better
go.
let it go.
Let it go.
Looks like another love TKO. Sitting here.
Making my way.
All right, so let me go on Instagram real quick and just. Oh well, I'm not. I'm done. Okay. All right. All right. Let me go back into the studio.
Back into the
Hello.
studio.
Yes, I am back. I am back. I'm back. I'm back. All right. It is what it is.
It is what it is. We here. We
It is
good.
what it is. I
We
tried
good.
earlier. We are good.
We got good monies.
We definitely are. We definitely are. We definitely are. So I'm definitely not worried about that. So how are you? how are you today? Other
My
than
new
the San Fran, we off the football stuff, off
my
football.
my my everyday motto is same shit, different toilet. Because when you have the days that I have dealing with America's youth, so these are nice little midweek releases. I guess Wednesday Hump Day is the greatest day to do this because by Wednesday I'm looking forward to Thursdays and Fridays, and by Wednesday if I don't have something as a like a decompression, right?
Hmm.
Somebody's child's gonna die. I'm pretty sure of that.
We we
Somebody's child's
definitely.
gonna die. By my hands at that. You know what I'm saying? Like by my hands, like just for disrespect.
I got you.
This is a different generation. And I curse you millennial parents who soft raise these kids to not understand that an adult could punch you in the mouth. You're not supposed to, but an adult could punch them in the mouth. This is a whole generation of kids who haven't been punched in the mouth. I got punched in the mouth, and it changed the way I spoke to adults. So
Stop it. No, we are
yeah,
not. We are
I'm
not.
just saying,
YouTube, do not look. You about to get us banned from YouTube.
I'm just
You
listen,
about to get us banned
listen,
from YouTube. You
listen.
are
This
about to
this is
get
this is
us.
our voting. This is our voting block in the next 4 years,
Yeah, Zoe will be 18
right?
in
This,
October.
this, this. These are not the kids that Whitney was singing about. These motherfuckers is not the future. they
I'm
are the.
not. See, you about to get somebody parent mad at me. Look, I do not promote anything that
Hey, it started whole. If they
that,
mad, they can be mad at themselves.
that
Okay,
Antoine is saying right now. I'm
they should
trying
be
my
mad at themselves.
best to
To
get
what?
situated to put my link in so we
I mean,
can.
I'm good. I'm in a good space. We ain't gotta. Matter of fact, let me go back. Let me go back to my music while you waiting. Let me do that. Sing
You
it, Harris.
only can do 30 seconds.
I know. Countdown. And now my common law lover thinks I'm on another.
There we go. All right.
And
All right,
I
that's 30.
offer you. Okay, we good.
Okay.
Is
Sorry.
that 30
Sorry.
seconds?
Yes, that was 30. All right. So, I feel like today will be a great episode. So let's try this intro one more time.
One
So
more
we
again.
can start this episode right, get it going, get the comments flowing. So, we do what we do. So, for that, let us start this episode.
Hmm.
All right. Welcome to In the Moment with Natasha Renee. I'm Natasha Renee.
And I'm Antoine.
Come join me as we navigate this thing called life. I don't know where it will lead us, but I can ensure in this moment, say it,
We want to speak peace, life.
and positive vibes while nurturing your mind, heart, and soul. And today's episode is pouring into myself.
Ooh, that's a
So,
word. That's a
so
word. And that's a
it
what's crazy about that? Me and a
was
good
crazy.
friend were having that conversation last night, and she was speaking about the need to do that.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna this is a good one. I don't know, using your bag with this one right here, homie.
So let's set the mood. How this is how I want to start the episode. We go back, homecoming. I see you. You see me. In that moment, I broke down crying. Let's start there because that was about transparency, right?
Right.
Let's be honest. I wasn't transparent. I had a lot going on. There was a lot of things going on, and I completely shut down. I completely shut down. Um,
Complete.
completely. And I didn't
Hold
know how
on. You gotta back up then.
to. Okay.
You gotta get a crowd some context a little bit.
Okay.
So let me do it, right?
Okay.
So I've known Natasha for years. We go all the way back to the actual the old student center version of Norfolk State.
Brown Hall.
Old
Everything.
Brown Hall, right? Um we've kept in touch, you know, I've always seen her work you know, through social medias and when she started her first podcast, Disaster Dating, I remember she hit me one time with just like, yo, would you mind being a guest? And I'm like, yeah, of course. I got all this equipment anyway. Let me jump on, right? And so after that first episode, it was a really good episode too. And we, you know, we talked about you wanting to have a male perspective on the show. And I'm saying, yeah, boom, I'm all aboard, right? In my eyes, I'm like your biggest cheerleader because you're giving me this opportunity, right? And I'm enjoying it and I'm having a good time with it. And we get through that first season. On the second season, um, I think one of the things we used to kind of I think you used to get upset with me about was like you cared a lot about like the analytics, and I'm just out here just
Yes.
having a good time,
just
right? Yeah,
just going.
just
Just go.
going, right? It's gonna take care of itself because to me, I told you what we needed to do was make it to 100 episodes, right?
Yes.
So okay, analytics force you to start thinking about the in my mind. This is how I'm perceiving things.
Okay.
You're like overthinking a lot of stuff, and so you know you wanted to mind you, you know, the situation we talked about last time, right? Now you want to kind of do it a little different, right? And you had the access to that studio, and we talked about that, right?
Okay.
But at the time, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't, I wasn't to myself. I wasn't single. So like when we kept talking about going to New York, even though she was a huge fan of the pod, that's me going away to New York and not necessarily taking her with me, right?
Hmm.
So we had plans to do it in January. January didn't work out. And then all of a sudden you like, I got this time in February. And I'm like, well, you know I'm going to Jamaica that weekend. And it kind of just stung me a little bit because as I'm trying to explain that to you, you kind of just went off. And you were just like, look, I'm changing the format. You know what I'm saying? If you ever want to like, you know, come in and be a guest sometime, we could do that. And I'm like, ouch. Like, but it's your show. So I'm not gonna sit here and give you no grief about it.
Okay.
And so I would watch that next season from afar. I used to watch it. You know, you kind of spun the block on some
And we're gonna talk about that.
you
So
spun the
yeah.
block, right? But you got your studio time, right? You was it looked like you was doing it the way you wanted to do it. And then once you stopped shooting, I guess for that particular season, I realized that even though we won't pod no more, I didn't hear from you. Like I didn't hear from you. I didn't know what was going on with you. So I made a decision that if I saw you at homecoming, I wasn't gonna let you avoid me. So I didn't see you all the way up until that Saturday. Didn't see you Thursday, didn't see you Friday. Come Saturday, and I'm just by chance coming in the same
I
direction you
know.
walking,
And today
right?
is Virgo Antoine. I'm like,
And I look up and I see you, I see the crew, and I see you in the background meandering. And so
yeah.
it in that moment, honestly, in that moment, I just wanted you to hear from me, like it's no beef. It's your show. I've always wanted to support you. I'm always going to support you, right? And just also to let you know that it did kind of hurt the way you did it, right? Whatever your reasons are, we have talked about that, and you know, it's water under the bridge. I get it, but in the moment, it was just like, ooh, that cut. And then I gotta hear for like a year and a half, when y'all go pod again, when the podcast coming back, and I'm just like, you know, she got life things, life is life in, and and I always kept it real, like peaceful and non-dramatic. Hey, it is what it is. If it'll come back, if it does, if it is. So when I saw you at homecoming, I just wanted to just tell you these things so you hear them from me. What I wasn't expecting was you to just collapse. And then I felt like shit for saying anything. And I just wanted to give you a big ass hug. So here we are standing in a sea of people,
Yes.
drunk, high, and
Like,
all of this
hold
going
on. This
both
is
ways.
the day of the game, y'all. Like,
Right. This is tailgate. This is
tailgated.
premium. And the
Tailgated.
sun's still out. It's premium tailgate time. And you are a pound of emotions in my arms, soaking out my my
Snotty
homecoming
nose.
gear. Right. But I couldn't let you go because it just threw me off, but I felt like you needed this, right? And we talked. We talked later, and we really cleared the air. And yeah, and I got to hear some of the reasons and things that you were dealing with that you weren't telling me at the time. But I'm never going to be that type of person that's over entitled to feel like I'm owed something.
Got
If
you.
you share with me, that's beautiful. I'm never going to be the person like, well, you ain't tell me. Like I got enough abandonment issues where I just be like, people come, people go, right? Like it's can't hold on to them if they don't want to be held on to. And I didn't carry it that way with you. I just feel like something was going on. You won't telling me. You'll tell me when you're ready to tell me. If you ever put out the bad signal, I'm there. That's how I approach the whole thing.
So I want to be honest in these moments, right? I want to talk about transparency. And we'll talk about without saying no names or going into detail with certain things.
Right.
So what happened was, you guys, originally how Antoine came on is because somebody didn't show up. It was two people that didn't show up because what originally after that first season, because Antoine came into second season of Disaster Dating 101. And originally it was supposed to be one person, and they helped me write episodes, their writer. So I was like, hey, I got the support on the side of writing episodes. When it was time to go live, so I had that one person that was a guy, because like you said, I wanted the male perspective.
Hmm.
And also I had another person that I wanted to come on so I can do some stuff as far as different things outside of what we're doing right now, because I've always wanted this portion of the podcast, but I didn't know how to spin it with us just talking about dating, right? So we get on, you and the other person, we know who he is, but he didn't want to be anonymous, so he didn't show his face on the show or whatever. That episode went great. Then it was like, hey, I like this feel with Antoine. Antoine's funny. We've known Antoine. Everybody knows Antoine. Let's bring Antoine back. I bring you back, but what I saw is I can see other things of how it wasn't said out loud, but we talked about it. I could see that there was a shift. So now it's like, how do I make sure everybody is good? Because to me, it works because it was working. It really was.
It really
But
was.
but I think what it is you stand out a little bit more. I don't, you know me, I'm meek, I'm mild. I don't really say much. And your conversations were really great. So I think that sometimes it kind of felt like, and I'm not saying this to, it may have seemed like you were taking over, but you weren't. There were really good conversations. I just didn't know as a producer how to break and shift and get us back on track where now I kind of know how to do that. But then I know sometimes, nah, let's just let these things go. So then it was a point where it was just us. And I think I felt bad. But then knowing the things that I know, I should have just sucked it up and said, don't be surprised. It is what it is. Keep it moving. So now I'm trying not to hurt feelings, right? I'm trying to keep everybody happy somehow in these moments, right? And it
Mhm.
wasn't working out for me. So then that's when I was like, let me just take a break. And I told you originally that whole trip was not supposed to be what that was. I started, and I can say this part. So at that time, I just started co-hosting on like everybody's podcast. Just co-hosting, and I came across a podcaster who had suggested to go to the studio. And even in that, I asked you to come in because it was supposed to be us three in that. And I got hit with health issues, and I didn't know how or what to do. Things were okay, we need to hurry up and do this. And that's why the schedules kind of changed, because I ended up finding some things out. And then it was like, okay, so what do I do now? Right
Mhm.
now, I got to schedule and change everything. And even with the other podcaster, and I now I could be petty about this. Uh, I am. I so am. I so am.
Yo, y'all petty, yo. Okay.
I feel like she lied about something, and I even kind of help navigate certain spaces.
Mhm.
And my thing is, if you didn't want to come, you didn't want to come. Right? Let's just be honest. If you didn't want to come, you didn't want to come.
Okay.
And I don't know how true the situation is. I'll tell you off camera because I ain't never tell you that. But with that, she kind of put me in a bind, because it's like, now you no, that was before I changed it. I ended up changing it because I still needed the three, you know. So that's when we went back, and then that's when you were like, I can't do it. So now it's like, okay, I'm frustrated because how I wanted it in February didn't go. Now everybody is telling me they can't go with my schedules, either go with my schedule or not, because it's like it's not fair. Because I've always did the podcast on everybody's schedule. You know that. It's always been what I tried to make it convenient for everybody.
But
With
I was, but
us was different. I was gonna say you was
yeah, my
different.
alarm was on lock. I just said I had arranged for us to do it in January. When January happened, and it wasn't that I couldn't do it in February. You just picked the one weekend. I'm already booked for Jamaica. Like, I'm out of here. Like,
Yeah.
my ties and son. Jerk chicken, thongs on the beach. And I was like,
And even with that, doing that trip, it it was literally, we went there and turned back around. Like
mm,
literally. I drove up there. We
mm,
got there, we finished the studio. Um I think I drove back that night.
mm,
So we only were there literally for the time that we were there. So then, at that time, hey, we got all of the episodes recorded. I don't have to deal with nobody, you know what I'm saying? Because everything, I just pop up and put everything together when it's supposed to be together.
mm.
And again, dealing with the things that I was dealing with health wise, I shut down. I moved. I felt more isolated when I was in Richmond, even though, I had friends and family there. I just really was like, not you. Well, ain't nobody really pressed about seeing if I'm good. Friendships that I thought were friendships weren't not friendships. And, I really just shut down and just stopped at that point. Because if you think about it, it was a break like it was this time. But this time, I was, moving and stuff. But that's when I had took that whole year off, because it was just like, I'm trying, and I'm worried about everybody else. And I just said this to my son. You try to make sure everybody else is good, and I wasn't making sure I was good in
Mm.
those moments. And so yeah, we seen each other. I knew you was gonna be there. I was trying to avoid. I was like, I'm not.
You was trying to
'Cause
avoid?
cause good old Bird was
Wow.
like, "There go Antoine." I was like, "All right, let's go this way."
Not the avoidance. Dang. I
Cause
wasn't
it
even, but
was
here's the crazy
like
part. You trying to avoid. I wasn't even looking for you.
I was
I
trying to
think,
because I knew that we was going, we was going to end up seeing each other.
okay.
It's hard not to see each other,
Hmm.
and especially where we got the same circle of,
Right.
of people that we hang with.
Right, right, right. Okay.
you know, because even, today it was like, you seen it. I was like, I haven't seen Antoine, but a lot of people are asking me too, like, what's up with the podcast? I was like, I'm just on a break. This ain't what I, want to do right
Right.
now. I want to focus on my move and all this other stuff. And I think even when I tried to do that other season, that's when I called you, like, look,
Right. Right.
let's be
Right.
real about that. Because I didn't even finish out that whole, that, but I knew I
Right.
was moving, but I didn't, it wasn't because it was, I knew with work and stuff like that, but I, those episodes still sitting on my computer.
You haven't done
Literally.
that with him?
I had, no, they're still there. It's a
Why?
couple of episodes that are still on my computer that I did not release from that season. I'll tell you off camera.
You know what? You should make disaster dating 101 the lost tapes
I could do that. I
and
mean,
drop
with YouTube, it does have the section of the different folders. So, I mean, I
the
could do
lost tapes. The unkept
that. On
episodes.
Throwback Thursdays
The unkept episodes.
and do an intro. This we
Right.
recorded this on this day, and this is what's going on. Take a listen.
Okay. So where are you
So
now?
I'm good now, right? I
Mhm.
could say I'm good. I'm still working on being transparent. And shout out to Tiffany, my friend Tiffany, because it's not just you. And I mentioned Tiffany, and I wanted to make sure I said that because I have to understand when things aren't good, I really do shut down. I really do. Cause me and Tiffany have been friends since high school,
Okay.
and she checked up on me, but again, going through stuff, and I guess when you make promises sometimes and you can't come through, I don't like being that person, right?
Feel
So
you.
when I say I'm gonna do something, I try my best to do it. So to say I was gonna do something, had a plan, it didn't go through, I shut down.
Mm.
So I'm working on being more transparent, and that's why I came up with the episode, because that is something that I am still struggling with and working with on a day-to-day basis.
So let me ask you, when we get into this conversation, I want you to think of something in your back of the mind. Do you acknowledge like the difference between honesty and transparency?
No, I don't,
I
because I
never
just
did,
thought about that. Because
and I
after you
and I
said
and
it,
I never did too until somebody called me out on it. And so honesty is, I ask you a question, you give me an honest answer, right? Transparency, when you're talking about friendships, relationships, whatever, is you telling me without me having to ask you,
okay,
right? So here's a scenario between honesty and transparency. And I'm telling you, when I tell you I had to learn this in real time, I had to learn this in real time. So honesty is, hey babe, how was your day? Oh, it was cool. Yeah, what you get into? None, just kicked it with the boys. That's honesty because that's what he did. He didn't really do too much. He just kicked it with the boys, right? Now, transparency. Hey, babe, what's going on? How was your day? Hey, yeah, hung with the boys. We went to this one spot. Such and such came over. We were sitting around talking. Then we got approached by these random girls, right? I told them, hey, I appreciate it. Got me a lady, right? Like they want all of that details because that is them not having to ask and not them having to wonder when you just give them a, oh yeah, it was chill. We didn't do much, right? That's never really the case. It might be somewhat the case, but it's not the case that you didn't do absolutely nothing. You did not break down everything that happened. And that's what they
Gotcha.
want, right? That's what they transparency is you doing that without them having to feel like they're extracting answers out of you.
And you know what? That makes sense because I overshare because I feel like I have to be honest but I'm being transparent and I feel like, and I've always felt like, because like you asking me that question, to show that I'm honest, I have to overshare, right? I have to give you extra details to make sure you believe me. And that has a lot to do with when I was younger. You know how people be like, "Oh, that kid lying" or whatever. And it'd be
Mhm.
like I used to be so honest in so many things, and it was like I always got in trouble for something I ain't do, and I was being honest about it. You know.
You want to know the irony of my issue with it? My issue with it was my grandma got her soul. Used to always tell me to land my plane. Like I'm talking to her, and she would
Mhm.
like land your plane, baby. Because the more I'm talking, I'm probably lying. So just get
Mhm.
to the point, right? So you grow up learning that you do leave out details because you just want to get to the point. You feel like if they want to know specific things, then ask me specific things. But like I also grew up in the what happens in your house, stay in your house.
Mhm.
These are the type of things that people don't understand shapes people's mentality as they get old. Because there's nothing that ever challenges that. Whatever happens in this house stays in this house. Stop talking so much, get to the point, land your plane. Like these are the type of things that used to literally circulate in my head when I would talk to people, right? So somebody would, I got accused a lot of times of being vague,
Mhm.
and I'm thinking you didn't ask me anything, right? Because I'm not quick to volunteer information that I don't deem relevant. And it's not because I'm hiding it. I'm like, why would I introduce it if it's not relevant to what we're talking about right now? You
I
know,
mean that makes sense. I know for me, I was quiet because it
you were
was.
quiet. You were
I
quiet.
am quiet. I'm always quiet. You don't see when
Yo,
you see me outside, I don't say nothing. I'm quiet.
yo, chat. Taj used to be with some of the loudest chicks at school. Okay? And she would be over all the way in the corner, like way over here, hoping like nobody
Yep.
said nothing to her. And my ignorant ass go pour her right out. Hey, come on in here. Get these jokes like everybody else is getting them.
Yes.
But okay, so you believe that silence creates distance. Why?
For me, it was again, as a kid, being my mother's only child, growing up with just adults at one point, right? Literally, because even with my parents, so to say, their age, even on my dad's side and on my mom's side, I'm like in that awkward middle by myself. And when I say it's me on my mom's side, it's me and one of my other cousins that are
Mhm.
like closer to age. Everybody else is either 10 years older than us or like 10 years younger, right? Same thing on my dad's side. Like some of my second cousins are much younger than me, like much younger than me. So I was kind of in that where I'm always with adults, never really with kids. Or when my mom and my stepdad did get married, I started being around a lot of kids, but then it was all boys.
Mm.
So that's when it was like my one younger cousin and my one older cousin. So I was kind of in between. So I was that tomboy. I played sports. I was outside playing football. I was literally, everybody tell you, like I was outside playing every sport that it was. And it got to a point I never forget when I think I was 12 because we moved to Pennsylvania. I think I was 13. So I was about 12 years old, and my mom had me hanging around more girls and stuff. And my mom literally said to me, like, I want my little boy back. Because
Oh
I
no.
I grew like I started I didn't go from like that slow dress of wearing baggy pants because in the 90s that was just the style. So it wasn't that I was trying
Mhm.
to be a boy, it was just literally that was the style. Well, in the Midwest, the flannels, baggy pants, chucks, we have more of a West Coast style. So
Boom, boom,
uh,
boom, 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 boom,
and
boom.
then when I got around a lot of girls, I just started, being more pretty and dressing like everybody I was hanging with. So it was like I was always in between and never in the space where I had people that were my age. But
Mhm.
even in school, I was teased a lot. So then that's why I was quiet because I was teased all the time. So I was a fighter. So I just stayed quiet. And the easiest way to stay away and not be seen is to be quiet. And I found that
So,
very easy all through life.
so do you think that type of led to the emotional avoidance?
How I shut down. Yep.
What
Yep.
what are your shutdown triggers?
When I'm overwhelmed. So I'll say this. You mentioned 100 episodes, right? And not having that conversation and being transparent, like, hey, Antoine, I've asked for help, but I don't really ask for help, right? I've never had you like sit down and kind of show how I do some of the things. And remember, it was like at one point where I was just doing all the posts and doing all the edits and everything. And that was getting overwhelming. Like, even when I posted today, before I posted the show, I was like, hey, y'all gonna get y'all episodes, but lives are just easier. We get
Mhm.
on, it
Mm.
automatically shares where it needs to share,
Right, right, right.
and I don't gotta do nothing else. Where with the when we not even us, when the world went virtual, visual, that's where I shut down because remember everything was audio
Mhm. Mhm.
and it was just easier to do. We did the episodes, it was audio. I put it on the platforms, I keep it moving. When everything went visual, and thinking I needed to go to a studio. And then when I saw the studio was like the size of my living room, and I'm like, I
Not the size of your living room.
I just paid you almost $600. And then I'm thinking, don't choke. Then I'm thinking that so what I was told, and again, great studio, great, right?
Mm.
But it's a well-known studio. I mean, people podcast, they somebody got a contract with Netflix, because of their whole network. But the studio, it was in Chinatown, right? If you know New York, it was in Chinatown, just a
Mhm.
regular um building, office, corporate, not even really corporate, just a regular building with a couple of offices that had characters I can't read on there. They may have been only only one that you couldn't miss it. It was two studios. It was, but they both were my living room. And now that I'm looking, this whole space is actually bigger than the studio. Um, but when I went there, I was excited, and that's where I shut down too because I was told that they were going to record and edit. So when you hear edit, what do you think?
Somebody about to switch that shit up.
Chop it up, put it
Mhm.
put it where it's supposed to go, right?
Right.
No. I
No?
got what's the website? I can't even think of where you get large files. I can't even think where if I want to send you like a file, I cannot think of
It's,
the
I mean, it's kind of a bunch of them.
yeah. But the main one, like the download where you share files or whatever, and you
Like a
have
media file or something like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah, or pictures or edits and stuff people usually
Right.
share.
Too big to send an email.
Yeah. So with that Dropbox,
Dropbox.
yeah.
I still
Dropbox.
got one of those. I
I
stopped
still
paying.
do because they send me an email all the time talking
I
about it's
stopped
full
paying
and
though.
I need to buy.
I stopped
But
paying for it. Just give
but
me the standard memory.
there are things that sit that's what happened. So they
Mm,
sent me an audio file and a video file. And so when I opened it up, it was the whole 2 hours all on one file.
mm.
Then the video was all 2 hours all on one file. Shout out to Kinsman. So the music that we have that's from Kinsman. He is a part of DMP. Remember, I don't know if you remember DMP out in Norfolk, the rap
Mm,
group where
mm,
Knots
I
produced
know
them.
them.
So shout out to Kinsman because what happened was I seen it. I didn't. Luckily, Kinsman gave me. Well, I didn't give me. I paid for our music, but with that, he also divided all of the audio files
Shout out to him, then.
because we do part one, part two.
Mm-hmm.
So he literally broke and chopped up every single episode, and I think it was like 8 episodes on there. So he did that, and then I had to figure out this audio thing. So that's when I learned how to do the edits.
Mm-hmm.
Was that way? So, you know, again, being transparent and everything. No, I get overwhelmed. I get very overwhelmed. Like I get very very anxious. Like
Yeah.
TMI, I have high blood pressure because of the fact that I I get anxious.
So then why pretend everything okay?
To,
Why do that?
are we being honest in these moments?
You got no choice at this point.
Are we being honest in these moments? One, I just don't want because one disclaimer, I'm always smiling. You always see me happy, 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 right? Happy, happy. I'm a happy
Facade.
person. It is. It is. It's that admitting that things aren't good and
It's okay
accepting.
to be okay. It's okay to not be okay. Say that out loud real quick. It's okay to not be okay. Come on. It's okay to not be okay.
It is okay to not be okay.
God damn it. Yo, growing up watching my mom just be who she is. Had me at 26, worked us out of somewhat poverty into like a middle class just off the sweat of working anywhere between 40 to another 75 hours at Philip Morris. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
she had the first year of a community college education at the most. Um and yet she survived layoff after layoff, worked herself to the bones. You when you see that, right? You see the good and the bad. You see the fact that there are days where she tried to hide the fact that she was crying, but she was. You see the mood swings from the stress and the gotta she gotta provide. She gotta take care of me. It's me and her. She gotta take care of me. She not worried about her. Okay, now I'm 17. I move out the house. I'm good. She didn't show me the way. I'm out here making it on my own. Now her purpose is solely her. And she's only known that for 17 years. It's me. So you guys have to find, and I say this because as a single mother yourself, right?
Yes.
You have to find that way to get back to you. You got to find the ways to pour into you. And you got to understand that you got to give yourself grace because change is the hardest thing. Even though it's the only thing that's constant, change is the hardest thing to do. And cutting off that switch where you're a nurturer, you're taking care of everybody, and you always got people coming to you, and you got to carry the weight and the water and the load. All that shit becomes a comfort zone, a weird ass comfort zone that you can only survive in.
That's true.
When you
I
gotta
I
when
don't
you gotta
disagree.
silence the noise, be very present, be about what makes you happy. I get that change is hard. It's hard. But if you don't know that it's not okay, that it's okay to be not okay, then you're just gonna be stuck, right? And you it's listen, I've struggled to ask for help. I hate asking for help. I don't like it. I keep hoping that people just read my mind because I don't want to ask, right? And then I remember when I was going through my little shit and I was at rock bottom, and someone had said, "Hey man, shit, nigga, like, what's are you good?" I didn't even have the energy to lie no more. I said, "No, I am not okay, and I'm ugly crying at this time. I am not okay." And that was the most freeing I had ever felt in a long time because I could not even lie to say that I was okay anymore. Right? And I'm just saying to you, if you don't start understanding that it's okay to not be okay, it's gonna get to the point where you won't even have the energy for the facade. And if you
Oh,
get
I
to
agree.
that point, if you get to that point, you are your knees are touching the ground. You feel what I'm saying?
No, I understand. I definitely understand. No, I agree and I understand because there even I would say this summer, right? When a lot of stuff happened and me being honest about what was going on. And even with my youngest being here, and I think her and I kind of got into it, and
Mhm.
she's the type of person she'll call me out without calling me out, if that makes sense,
Where'd
right?
she get that from?
Not me. I don't call people out.
Petty, you do.
That's different.
Petty, you do. But go for it.
And she she knows how I respond when I'm frustrated. Like you said, when I'm frustrated. And I
Mhm.
remember her saying like it was something just simple. I needed her to do something because someone asked if she could do it. And my youngest is just very nonchalant. Like
Okay.
just walking these spaces, you don't know if she happy, sad, she just chill. And that's just her. She don't care it she just is chill, and even when she responds it's like I did it, you know. And I'll say something, more about her, but it's like because she's just so just there. And
So what y'all get into it about?
she was asked to do a survey. It was all over a survey. She was asked to do a survey, and it was a good opportunity for her to do the survey, right? And it was a paid survey too. But it was what it was for. And this is okay. So I can tell you about my daughter. So my daughter do locate key stuff, and what I mean by that is you don't know what she's doing. Like you know how they say, don't tell people what you're doing. Just do it.
Mhm.
So I'll use the example, yeah, because I'm put it out there. Hopefully, she gets in. So my daughter has she's a 10th grader, so she has to think about what colleges she wants to go to and everything like that around this time, right?
Mhm.
She runs track. She's ran in the Penn relays twice. She'll probably end up running this year again. She runs the 100 and 200. Even with track, it was like, oh, I decided to do it. Like, but I know she could be a beast if she works out more. Now she's working out more, but she's just a natural runner.
Mhm.
And so she kind of came to me and was like, "Oh, I know what, what college I want to go to." And I was like, "Okay, where you want to go?" She's like, "I want to go to Spelman." I'm like, "Well, if you go to Spelman, you need to make these great." Okay, what's the issue? I'm like, "I told you where I wanted to go. Praise me, like basically praise me for this. Like what's the issue? My grades, what why are you telling me I need to make, this or get this type of grade?" And when I say my daughter is smart, this girl is smart. So she's really smart, but she's quiet and just chill. So when you ask her something, it's just I did it or I'll do it. And she does. And it's like, are you sure you did it? Did you take care of it? She's the type of person, why are you asking me twice? Type thing. So when like,
I goddamn asked you twice.
but that's what everybody is like, it's done, right? It's done. Don't worry about it.
That's this
It's
generation
done.
right now. I'm telling you, yo.
Because even with I'll use my kids as an example and I get back on point with it, but it shows how she pays attention to me, right? So when both my kids are here, you know, they're good. They aren't bad. They don't argue or anything. So every morning I get up because I think we talked about this about me being a morning person, right? So I have a routine. I literally have a routine. I get up, I make my coffee, I sit in silence. That's the routine. So when the kids are there, hey, wash the dishes, whoever got dish duty, whatever, da da da. When it's time for my son to wash dishes, never fails. Every morning I'm waking up yelling, "Why the dishes not done?" Then it's not just the dishes. Then I walk in the room. Well, you need to clean your room too, and it's everything added on. So my daughter figured it out. Why does she yell every morning, or why is she fussing about the dishes? So when it's her time to do the dishes, if she forgets to do the dishes, she'll make sure my coffee mug is washed and sitting at the Keurig right there waiting for me. Because I'm not going to look, because I only, if you got a favorite, something, I'm not going to look for my favorite coffee mug. It's sitting there. Sure enough. And then she'll wake up when she get up and start washing the dishes if she forget. So
Cognitive,
she,
cognitive ability on 100. Okay, she aura farming. All
yeah.
right.
So, it was a survey, asked her to do it. And then because of what I'm going through, I just spaz out, right? And then she was like, on some, "Why are you yelling?" Like, not with an attitude. It was just like, "Why?" She's like, "You asked me to do it. I'm doing it. Why are you fussing? Like, I don't want to do it because you're yelling it. Like, you're overstimulating me at this point." And it's like now we're really going back and forth. And then I had to think about it afterwards. She
Why
she
was
came in and she's like, "Why, like, are you okay? Because you fussing over a survey. It's just a survey. Why is it that important?" And then that's when I kind of broke down and said everything that was going on.
mm,
You know, so
not
that was
okay?
long, but I was not. Yeah, I'm not okay. I
But
definitely wasn't okay in those moments.
all that emotional avoidance. You don't feel that burnout?
Oh no, see y'all don't see what I burnout. Whew.
You gotta be tired as fuck.
I get very frustrated. And again, I'm learning to be honest in the moments that I'm not okay because I do tend to be very irrash,
Mm,
very, very irrational.
right.
Um, I I'm just me during those times, and that's why I avoid people because I don't want people to see that side of me.
Oh, up the wall we climb to see you. Listen,
And I'm not on social media. I feel horrible today.
Oh no, you
I
don't.
don't,
No,
I don't, I don't, I don't, and I
I'm
wanted
judging
to
any.
say
I'm
that.
judging anybody who turns social media into their private therapy sessions, yo. What the hell? I be reading this shit sometimes, be like, why would you tell somebody this? Suffer in silence.
Man, I'm
Suffer
bec-
in silence. But you know what?
because
No,
we hold on,
no
because we
disrespect
are
to
live
anybody.
on
Listen,
Facebook and
no
on
disrespect to anybody who gets
Instagram.
help that way, who finds their peace of mind, because that is one less Chipotle you shooting up. Okay, I get it.
That is true.
I get it. But to
That is
me,
true.
I ain't gonna lie. I look at it and be like, man, why you, ugh. Nigga, all your business? Why your business out
And
there?
then when you kind of say something, it's just like, I'm
But
good.
you know what? You know what? I am old enough to acknowledge the generational difference because I grew up in a very lo-fi lifestyle.
Hold on, what you mean? The people who post, the generation and their age?
Yeah.
Oh,
I wasn't trying to but listen, some of us in my generation they want to constantly assimilate Jim Jones, right? Right? You just want to stay and feel young again. Like John Forte died, he was 50 years old. People just want to feel young again, even if it's a lie, right? So I get that it is some people in my generation, but for the most part, we
it's
didn't.
a lot of people in our generation. I'm sorry. I'm
Uh,
sorry. I'm trying so
uh,
hard to
a lot of
I
people in our generation did. Fine, okay.
thank
There's a lot of people in our
you.
generation too. All right. I don't get it. Okay. I'm judging everybody. All gloves is off. Okay. Everybody can
Thank
get the
you.
best of it. It's 2 for 1. It's buy one, get one free in judgment today. Keep your business off social media. Keep your business off social media.
I started this. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I had a long day. I was a little petty today too. I had a long
You was a
day.
little petty today.
Oh yeah. I know a couple people don't
Head
like
on.
me
Go on.
today.
You said what?
I said I know a couple of people don't like me today. Being that
Mm,
I started my own business and stuff, and everybody that works with me, and I ask y'all, as far as business partners, if y'all get to this point, if y'all on here, shout out to y'all because today was a day. Today was a day.
today was a day, huh?
Yeah, but off subject because I don't even want to get on that because yeah, you know,
I
I'm
got
I'm
you.
learning to have my own business. Is
Mm.
is definitely it's very interesting. It's very interesting. So we were talking about what part of being angry and I guess boundaries and emotional safety um because we literally have gone through all our little focus points without going through our focus points
Mm.
because that's what it is. You know, it is a thing as far as like I said. I don't want people to see that other side. So it's not healthy boundaries, because like you said, I have to communicate. So I assume if I don't say nothing, somebody gonna leave me alone. And Antoine don't know how to leave me alone.
I hate the silence. I
And I
fucking hate
get
the
it.
silence.
I appreciate you don't understand. I do be appreciating it. And I
Like,
just feel
use your goddamn words and tell me what the fuck is going on. I'm a grown ass man. I have empathy. I have understanding. I have grace. What I don't have is patience
and you'll
for
call
Casper.
when I'm going through and I'm
For
like,
Casper. Like, what the fuck is going on? And and
you
and I'm
good?
and,
You'll
I,
be
and
like,
I'm
you
treating
good? I'm checking in. You
I'm
good?
treat yeah, I'm treating people like I want to be treated. I don't want to die alone in this bitch. Me and this dog. I want somebody to check on me too. I mean, all I have is the family I created.
That's
I
true.
don't really fuck my real family like that. I just got my people, my village, my tribe. And shout out to my tribe that showed out for me when I started teaching again. I love y'all. Y'all have no idea how much y'all made that so much easier for me. And I love this tribe that I built in my life right now, right? But I showed them how I would love for them to love me back. And I do check on people. Hey, how you doing? How you feeling? You good? What's going on? I ain't heard from you in a while. What's popping?
It's hard
I,
to say I'm not good though.
I mean, ain't that the truth?
It is.
When I call and I do my wellness checks, right? Like, I'm not. I don't want the bullshit because I'm spending time. I'm showing you I'm investing in like what's happening with you. Like, even if you don't got nobody, like I'll be a judge free zone. I mean, I might be judging niggas who put all their business on social media, but for my friends, you can tell me anything. I hope, man. You know, it was crazy when I went to ODU. I used to tell this story all the time. I used to tell this bullshit all the time. Like, I said, yo, man, like, even back then, like, there was like perceptions about who I was, right? And I can't help it. Like, shout out to DDA. Like, that crew at ODU was something special. And I was a good front man because I was younger than the rest of everybody. I was like the baby of the bunch at one point. And but I had that energy, right? I had that go hard. And I remember kind of just like, people will have this, perception like, oh, he a ladies man, he ain't trying to be tagged, you know what I'm saying? He kind of just doing whatever, 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 whatever. But one of the things my uncle told me before I went to school, he was like, look, you about to go down to that school, they like you. They gonna like you. You got a car, they gonna like you. You're a handsome man, you tall, they gonna like you. He said, I felt like you about to really come out your shell. Cause I was quiet in high school. You know what I'm saying? I was a lover
I
boy.
can't tell.
Yeah, I was a lover boy in high school. I ain't had none of this personality in high school. I got all this shit freshman year in college. And so he said, listen, he said, man, don't go down there lying to them girls. If they like you enough, they'll lie to themselves. Right. So I went a step further. I wouldn't lie and I would almost be like an asshole. Right? Like you go get this rawest version of me. And if you really like me, you gonna look past all that shit. Right? But that was the only way I knew. That's the only way I knew. Right? But one of the things that is if you crack that, if you did crack that, and I'm talking about there are people in my life from all the way back then, and I'm talking about women are in my life from all the way back then, and it's none but love. And it don't matter how much we talk, when you see when you see them, it's always it's like this joyous time. I give really good hugs. You know what I'm saying? Like I hug you, give you that 20-second joint. You felt it. You melted in them
That's why.
all.
So here, FYI, I do not give hugs, and that's why I don't hug because of moments like that.
Yeah, you won't hug it back. Nigga, your arms was just like this.
I'm not a hugger. I am not a hugger.
But it irks me to the point of no return when people just can't tell me what's going on. And again, I'm not entitled. I don't feel like I have to know. But if I'm calling to check on you, please trust and know that I'm giving you a space to just like let it out. Cause I would want somebody to have that for me. And when somebody did that for me, man, it was the greatest shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it was greatest. But I get it. Sometimes people feel like they don't need to tell you. So they don't tell you. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
I feel like, a lot of people, I know for me also as well, you don't want to be too open with people because some people may feel like it's a weakness, right? I'm
Why do
being
you
real.
have those people in your life if you can't be open to them? At this big
Well, I
age,
don't. Well,
nah,
not okay. So
we not doing
it's
associates.
it's
Closed circles
not for
around here.
me. I've always been at that point because as a kid, right?
Mhm.
I've never had good friends. And even when we started podcasting and the whole situation, how I ended up in Norfolk, you know, that that was again somebody that I thought was a great friend. And so it's like I've always seen the bad, right? And so sometimes when you see genuine people, it's like, should I, should I trust you?
I mean, I
like,
get it.
like,
I get it. But one of the things also is that like I gotta give you a reason to not fuck with you. So I'm gonna start off and I'm gonna lead with love. Now, the Libra in me is gonna really give you that chance. The double Libra in me is really gonna say, okay, we waiting for that other shoe to drop. The triple Libra in me is saying, red flag, run, 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 right? And so when it happens, what you'll say, my sword is black and it's hot, and you don't see it coming, right? But on the surface, you'll never know that there's no love lost. It's cordial, right? But now you got these walls. It's walls. It's emotional walls. And we no matter how healed and how much work we're doing, we will always put up emotional walls. Because that's how we protect ourselves.
that's true.
Right? That's how we protect ourselves. Some walls are made prematurely, and some walls are fortified, and some walls are lined with killers. You'll never get up it. You know what I'm saying?
No, no, I agree because again, like I said, kind of growing up, it was like trust nobody. And my thing is, if I trust you and I'm honest and I'm open, you know what I'm saying, you got me forever. You stuck. You stuck with me. Now if you cross that line, that Gemini in me,
Mm, mm,
oh, we done. I got a
mm.
cousin right now I ain't talked to since my daughter was 1. We're done.
I get it.
So
I get it.
and I,
Hold
I
on.
hold on to that.
Hold on. What makes you a double something, right? Double is if it's like two of your houses or some shit like that, right?
I don't know. Gemini is supposed to be multiple supposed to
Well,
be.
here's the crazy part. So when I look at the chart, I
Oh,
am
when you look at the charts, yeah, where
so when
your
I look at the
sun
chart,
is. Yeah.
it's the Libra, right? But then the sun and the moon is Libra, right? So I don't know if that makes me a double or a triple Libra. But then the rising sign, are you ready?
What is it?
Is Gemini.
Well, Geminis and Libras and Aquarius, well, on my end, are all like we supposed to get along. And I think that's why we get along too.
I think
Like,
it's all air signs, right?
yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But here's the thing though. Right? So for me, that Gemini is in parallel to the duality still of the Libra and needing balance. That's why it's yeah, I could be the sweetest person to you. I could be a straight bitch ass nigga to you. Right? You decide which one you want.
That part, that
Right?
part, that part, because that's how I live my life.
You
You
decide.
decide.
You
You gonna get
decide.
the a
You
hole or
you
you gonna
earned
get
it. You
yes.
earned it, right? You went into that bathroom, you stared into that mirror, and you said asshole 5 times.
Oh, ooh. Let me look quick off subject. Man, I never forget freshman year, right? Because everybody, I'm quiet. So quiet. So I don't know if you know, I used to braid hair. So I
Okay.
used to be one of the I used to be one of the braiders at
Okay.
Norfolk State.
Okay.
And it was this guy there that nobody liked braiding his hair. And I was like the only person who could braid his hair. And I think we was going out or something. And you know how you got the middle section of towers, you got the guy side, boy side, and you got the girl side or
Yeah.
whatever. And I think I told the guy that I had something to do, study. I don't know what I said. All I know is we get off the elevator, we about to leave. F you, Tasha. F you. And I
It sounded like a regular Tuesday at Nova State around the towers. A regular Tuesday. I
I'm
probably was out
looking,
there. I
I'm like,
probably was out there shooting dice like,
I'm like, who what Tasha? And then I see who it was. I said, and kept walking. kept it moving, kept it moving. So,
You didn't address
you
it.
know, for what?
See that right there, you would have called. You would have called Super Nigga, and at that point, I would have engaged. Right, like before the calm came in my life, I was a fuse, quick. Right, I'm coming, and I'm telling you to go to hell, and I'm gonna make you look forward to that trip. Right. But one of the crazy things, and I forgot that this was part of what I was trying to say early was, it's like I don't judge. And it was so funny at ODU, like I felt like people didn't fuck with me because I knew where the bodies was buried.
I got you.
All of them.
Got you.
I hate to say it like that, but like they was like, all right, he cool. We like the cool Twan. We like cool Twan. We don't want Crazo Twan, right? And Crazo Twan has information,
Yep.
right? So
Everybody
many
want to talk.
people would come over, sit around, smoke with me, chill out, and then open up to me like I was Barbara Walters. And I used to be like, "Ah, wow, that's crazy." Right? And I kept all that lock and key. Can't nobody say Twan told them shit. Period.
Now I know a couple of man
But don't you cross me.
that part. Cause
Don't you cross me and your closet ain't clean, nigga.
well, I ain't gonna put people business out there, but nah, don't cross me
Listen,
though.
I used to be 50 Cent in a former life.
Oh my god.
Let me. All right, way off subject. Check this out. This is the most pettiest I've ever been. So I, and for everybody who don't know, I'm just gonna set the record straight.
Hey, Keita Wave.
Hey, Keita, I'm gonna set the record straight. I started my college career at ODU. I crossed at ODU. I played at ODU. I was a Monarch all the way up until my senior semester. We, as a unit, got in trouble. I got out of ODU and I transferred to Norfolk State, which was
Behold.
which was only 15 minutes away from ODU. Okay, so I didn't really have to move. But before I transferred to Norfolk State, I used to also spend a lot of time over on Hampton's campus because it's three schools. There's plenty of women at both of them. Why not? I had been at ODU all my life. It was time to see fresh faces. So I used to spend a lot of time over there, right? I used to spend a lot of time over there to the point where people used to joke, but like, yo, Twan thinks he goes here, right? And that used to be the running joke. Okay, fast forward. It's 2003. I'm living in Hampton now
Okay.
because a good friend of mine, mom, owned a condo. It was better than any shithole I lived in Norfolk. So I'm like, yeah, I'm living in Hampton. Everything's right there along Mercury Boulevard. I'm good, right? So we had the condo joint popping. So we used to throw parties. Now at this point, I'm only seeing Norfolk State people when I come to class, when I drive across the bridge. But when I come home, I'm surrounded by Hampton people. My roommate goes to Hampton,
Okay.
right? So I'm surrounded by Hampton people. Plus, of course, I'm still on the yard. And I've at this point, I've started bringing people from Norfolk State over. They had never been to Hampton. Like, y'all come fuck with me over here. And oh shit, it's great. Oh yeah, right. You gotta understand, like Hampton and Norfolk State didn't do a lot of communicating with
No.
each other, right?
Mm-mm.
I used to go over there all the time, and I used to drag people from ODU. I used to drag people from Norfolk State, and then they started coming on their own. It was crazy. Anyway, moving on. So we chilling in the apartment one day, right? We chilling in the apartment one day, and the AKAs over there, a particular line that I knew, showed love to, supported, right? They had an event at their Ogden Hall. You ever remember Ogden Hall? If over in Hampton, you ever been to Ogden
I
Hall?
never. I've been to Hampton literally one time.
It's like their big old school auditorium, right?
Okay.
So they had an event there called they did what was it? like a Jeopardy
Okay.
or some type of Jeopardy, right? They hosted a Jeopardy. No, like what's the joint like when they asked 100 people, surveyed 100 people, like Family Feud,
Family Feud.
Family Feud, right? So the question that they claimed that they was walking around asking people was, what are the name the people that always always around but don't go to Hampton. And apparently my name came up as the number one answer. Now, here's the part that got me. Even if that was true, if you my people, you remove that answer. No. They let the answer play out at the event. And everybody got a good laugh. Now here's the other part that burned me up. I was supposed to go to that event. Because
You
I
didn't go.
because I supported everybody, but I did not make it that day. Right? I can't even remember why I just didn't. I was just being lazy and I just decided to stay in the house. So I'm in the house, now my phone blowing up. Oh, the AKAs played you. The AKAs played you. Ha 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 ha. Somebody taped it, showed it to me. Oh shit. So I gave them a chance to come talk to me about it. Like I didn't say anything to nobody. I ain't blow up. I just say somebody's gonna come and explain to me what happened. Cause I couldn't imagine if that had happened to me and I was in the crowd. I'd I don't know how I would have reacted, but it wouldn't have been good. So I waited to see who would come up to talk to me about it. I saw maybe a couple of them that were I know weren't involved, but they were hella apologetic, so I knew that how I felt was valid. I had nothing to do with that. Ooh, like I heard about it. Okay, thank you. The ones I needed to hear from, I didn't hear. And these is people I had partied with, hung out with, supported, shown love to, was always kind to when people was being bitches to them. I ain't never showed them no ill strife, no malice. So it was double hurt. Now, here where the petty came in. So I didn't get nothing the next day. So I went home on my Hewlett Packard computer, right? I found a picture of all the culprits because
No.
I had a
Yeah,
picture of
okay.
I had a picture of them, right? Using my editing software from back in the day. I plastered that picture onto a poster with a message. Because again, I knew where all the bodies was buried. Hey, don't call these girls your sorrows. They are paper.
I will say this episode is probably gonna have to go down. If y'all on it now, get on it now. Cause you
I know this happened. This happened years
no,
ago. Everybody
I
know this
know,
happened.
but still, I'm still that is crazy though.
Oh, I wasn't done. I
Oh,
made flyers. It was high school day the next day. My sister came down because she was going to high school day. That's when the seniors come and they tour the school. So it's popping because all the Greeks be out. Everybody's showing out for Hampton. It's high school day. I walked around that bitch passing out flyers, and I had got the picture and shit ironed on to a white sweatshirt. So I'm walking around with the sweatshirt on, passing out the flyers. Everybody was like, "Holy shit!" And I'm sitting there like, oh no, I seen them. I did see them. I did see the ones I needed to see. That's the day before. I did see them. By the time I seen them, they gaslighted me. It was just a joke. Ha ha ha. Why don't you just laugh? Got it. We doing jokes now. So when they saw me or they saw that flyer circling around, they can't. We just jokes, right? Y'all legit, right? Want no split line on this joint, right? Y'all not paper,
you are
right?
funny.
Yo, I had took the one picture and made a flag out of it. And I was walking around with a paper flag. And you know what's so crazy? I used the facilities in Hampton Student Center to print
Oh
all
my
this shit out.
gosh. They about to fight. Look, you first you started off with the kids. Now you start look.
All
I
I'm
do
saying
not
is,
condone
all I'm
anything
saying
that
is,
Antoine is
which
saying. These
which
are
one
the
which one did you want?
likeliness.
Which one did you want? Which one did you want? Huh? Now I've atoned for that since then. I've actually said apologies
Okay,
to
good.
to
He
to
apologized.
but yo, they I was hurt.
And I get the part definitely of being hurt because that is like to say that on a, you know what I'm saying, a game show or whatever. That's, yeah.
But I was hurt because I fuck with you. So
That's what I'm saying.
why
It
would you
why
play
would you
me
even
like that, right? Like if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. And if I don't, we ain't even gotta be nasty. Just stay away from me. Cause I'm staying away from you. But if I fuck with you and you hurt me, then you can't even come to me and talk to me about it. Like, make me see your point. Nah, we just jokes, toughen up. Oh, okay. I'm the master of jokes, baby. I got them. Huh? Who wants a joke? I got a joke. Listen, like I said, I had to learn the difference between honesty and transparency.
transparency.
And transparency is so much more understandable now. I still struggle with it. I'm not gonna lie, I still struggle with it. I'd rather you just ask me because I'm not gonna lie to you,
So
right?
how now do you keep it real without hurting people?
You can't never keep it real without hurting people because
Okay.
people aren't built for the truth all the time. So you just have to be okay with the fact that you're gonna go to sleep because you know you was truthful. You can't you it's not your responsibility for how they deal with the truth. When they calm down, they're gonna have to find some type of thank you for at least just being honest with them. If they never feel that, then they still got they got growth. They still got growth to do. But
No,
like we lied we lied to prevent from hurting people's feelings,
we do.
right? But we crushed them when we lied to them. The feelings they get from the truth, the feelings that they're being is those actually heal better.
Because
But
of the honesty.
because it's honest, yeah, you realize that you're mad, you're upset, you're hurt, but at what? Now, unless you Delulu, if you Delulu, you don't care what type of honesty you have. Niggas ain't hearing that shit. I'm Delulu. The fuck? I only believe what's going on in this little bubble up here. But I mean, if you lie to them, you do more than just try to. You're not protecting their feelings for real.
That's true. And then even being in silence, trying to protect people's feelings or avoidance on as far as being on my end, you was just petty and just,
I was hurt though, and I'm okay
and
with
I
that
get it.
because here's the thing, right? When you have that honesty, no matter how harmful or hurtful it is, when you have that honesty, and I hate to sound like a super demon, but like if I tell you, look, we are. It was we don't have to name it. It's what it is. I'm not interested in climbing a relationship ladder with you. Let's just be present in our shared moments, right? I'm telling you this out loud. Okay? I'm telling you this. You don't fuck with it. You ain't even gonna hold me. You're not gonna lie to yourself. You're not gonna settle. You don't fuck with it. Cool. You don't fuck with it. But now, since a lot of people like to compartmentalize, right? Now you can say, well, I know what he on. I know what I'm getting with him, right? So if they ever decide, okay, I am fucking with it, they fucking with it because they already know what it is. They ain't got to figure it out,
Gotcha.
right? So crazily, even though it's honesty and it's hurtful, over time it builds that trust. Hey, I'm yeah, okay. I know what his time. I know his time. He on. I know what time he on. Cool, right? If we applied that across the board in our friendships, our relationships, our families, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That honesty over time builds trust, even when it's uncomfortable. It builds trust, and that's all we want out of people. We just want.
Okay. I don't know what just happened. Um so let's see. Yes. You back?
I think so.
You know you froze up.
Fucking Wi-Fi over here having outages and shit.
Okay. Cause yeah, I was like, time to wrap up, I guess, at this point.
No, 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 no. Was
But
it kindness is all isn't always nice, and niceness isn't always kind. You have right, Masha. She is right.
it's true. It's
But
true.
again, I sleep like a baby knowing I ain't out here selling no wolf tickets. I can't even remember the lies. Like I hate lying. I can't remember the shits. I said what?
And even in those spaces, right? I do ask that people be honest because I want the option to decide, like, if, like you said, if this is something that I want to be in, or if it's not something that I want to be in. I don't want you to sell me a dream,
Right.
you
But
know.
see, you know what else? I also I realized that in something that I'm still kind of working on is that like when I really really care about you, I will struggle with lying with you to protect your feelings.
But okay, that's a whole different episode. Whole different episode. I'm not even going to touch that one because that's going to be a whole banter on
I
you
still
just
struggle with. I'll be honest with you.
not
Sometimes
even with you. It's whole, yeah. I don't get that part, and we'll talk about that on another episode. So Antoine, the best way to wrap it up. What would you say regarding transparency and just being open? Because as you said, transparency and honest being two different entities.
um they are, and like I said, I had to learn that the hard way. With like I said, with trust, it's everything. It's that safe feeling that you have around people. So when you have trust, you can be open, you can be vulnerable. You're not worrying about it being used against you. But that takes time.
It
And
does.
one of the things that helps with the time is the level of transparency people are willing to give to each other. I'm not saying that you got to give everybody full on access from the jump, but as time grows, you should feel the growth. Like in the interactions, you should feel the growth. Like where you and I were when I first met you and where we are now, right? You feel that,
Totally,
right?
totally.
You feel that growth,
Yes,
right? The friendship allows you to feel that growth because I hope that you trust me. I hope that you trust
I
me.
do. I tell you a lot. I
Right.
look. You know where the bodies are.
You know what a body is, right? Um, and I think that when people have more trust, they also it's easier for them to be transparent. Anybody that can't be honest with you, or if they are struggling in the transparency field, it's more or less because there's just something that they haven't been able to a part of their trust they haven't fully been able to give you just yet.
Yeah.
And some of it could be misguided. Some of it could be trauma induced, right? Some of it could be just levels of chaos that you'd rather live in. Um, or sometimes it's as weird as you don't think the person can handle it, and you don't want to find out.
Yes. Yep.
You don't
With
want to
their
find
response.
out
Yep.
what the response is. Um, and all of it's wrong. All of it's wrong. But you live and you learn. And my lesson, a couple years ago was the difference between honesty and transparency, because I almost lost a really good person in my life over that bullshit.
I
You
get
know?
it. And
So
I am a work in progress.
yay.
I'm trying.
Work, 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 work. Whatever the fuck Rihanna was talking about.
Yeah. I'm trying.
Yeah.
There there is a lot of things that I know that I feel like I have to learn how to deal with without reacting and responding the way that I have. It's funny, Keita. I will check 200 of my text messages that I got sitting in unresponsive on my phone because when I say I shut down, I shut down
Mm,
everywhere. Like I probably almost 300, probably more than 300 unread text messages sitting on my phone.
mm.
Yeah, but I am trying, right? I'm really trying to be transparent. Even you know I know communicating with you, we should communicate a little bit more. And I'm well, we both are talkers because when we get on the phone or like we be like, hold on, that's the episode.
Shh, nigga,
You be like,
you're
don't talk about
wasting
it
it.
though. But I'm trying, right? Because now I'm in a space where, and we'll talk about Florida a little bit better, but I'm in a space where I can't isolate myself.
Mm.
Like there are people that check up on me all the time. And it's like, oh, just let me be. Do I gotta go outside? And it's not going outside because going outside, it's like, hey, I ain't heard from you, I ain't seen you. Where's my cousin? On both sides, cousins, you know. Um, I really, really do, and I am trying. And it's really hard. Trust me. If y'all knew how hard it was, it's really hard. It's a hard battle. But that's why too I did mention that, I'm really going to look into therapy, you know, to be a better me for me.
Hey, pour it on yourself.
Yep. And shout out to CRC consultants, because I see, I told you the pettiness today while on the phone, you know. Good time, that business partner. So thank you everybody, definitely for coming on. We definitely appreciate everything and the support that you have had with this transition with the podcast and even supporting us. I always feel like it's a good thing, right? But it's a battle for me. Trust me, because Antoine, I know it is definitely a battle. Antoine, where I look like you frozen, but I know you can probably talk. But where can they find you? Antoine must be gone again. So yeah, thank you everybody. Let me see. Honest is honest without a value too. That is true. I'm here by myself, so let me close this up real quick. Y'all get to see all the backstage stuff going on right now. I'll wait till Antoine comes in, but I definitely want to thank everybody on here. Thank you, Keita. Thank you, Keita. Two Keetas, Keita and Keita. You know, Norfolk State Keita and cousin Keita. All right, let me let Antoine back in.
Yo, what is going on out here, yo? I don't know if I walked over to the router and it was nothing was wrong. right? It was fine. I don't know what's going on. It just say, "Oops, reconnected." This is how they get you. They want you to pay. They don't want you to be using the free trial. They want you to.
Well, I'm not. That's why I was surprised because I'm on the business account. That's why when you said the stuff, Restream, y'all need to get it together. But we gonna figure it out.
We're gonna figure it
Um,
out. Sorry, guys.
yeah, but Antoine, tell everybody where they can find you.
IG, YouTube, my shit is pure comedy. Um, that's where I'm always at.
So I'm gonna stick with Natasha Renee underscore the creator. You know, I've had some people trying to hack into some of my accounts now. So the disaster data 101 page will be there, but I'm just it's in the moment with in Renee or I forgot what it is. But I'm not touching certain accounts because now I found out that, people want to get a hold of a boring Facebook account that I have. Ain't nothing on there.
I keep trying to tell you, man. You hack me. You practicing.
That part. Shout out to the people from Indonesia and Iraq that gave me the alerts trying to log into the Samsung Galaxy.
Yo, it'd be crazy, yo. I be getting this guy called talk about something. He was my bank trying to get me to talk about disputing a fraud charge. But when he called, my bank is Navy Federal Credit Union. When he called, he said, "This is First Citizens Bank." And then when I called him on it, he was like, "I did not say that. I said Navy Federal." I said goodbye. Get out of
Nah, that was I ordered
get
an
out my
iPhone
phone.
from Amazon and the fraud department, and I was like, "So who you trying to reach? You? Who am I?"
Who am I?
I said, "You fraud. You should tell me who I am."
Who am I?
And I think he was trying to look up. It took him a minute, so I think he was trying to look up the phone number and found my son. Said my son's name completely wrong, and I'm like, nah, wrong number.
You can
Can't
hear the
help
other
you,
you can hear the other scammers smoking cools in the background. It was
man. I remember one time, and we about to get off. So I remember one time because at this point, y'all, the podcast is up. we just chatting and
we just
answering
sat
questions,
there.
whatever. I remember. Oh my gosh, they called me, and I started calling them back. And it got to the point where I was like, y'all called me. They started hanging up, calling me all kinds of names, cursing me out. I
Sons of bitches.
was like, but y'all called me. Y'all said something wrong with my account. Man, they
Something
kept
is wrong with the account.
kept kept hanging up on me. Kept hanging up on me.
Man,
I
that's
kept calling them back. I said, I got time today.
you got time.
I'm about to call y'all like
I
y'all
got
called
time
me.
today. Sons of bitches. Yo,
Definitely
I
a good
don't
episode.
yeah. I mean, how do you feel about it? You feel like
So on the analytical side, I feel better. But I'm when we had the pause of not podcasting and everything, I gotta build my listenership back up.
oh yeah.
And that's another reason. So everybody, if anybody saw my post, it was like, hey, I haven't posted episodes. um I really don't want to post the episodes like that until the listenership kind of builds, because it's kind of pointless for me to kind of put the episode out there if I don't have the listens at the time. So that
Mhm.
was another reason I was like, all right, let's go live for a little bit, build, let everybody know that we back here. You see us, we back.
You see us.
Um,
A little
so
old.
that's the only one thing is, trying to build the listenership up because
Mm,
now everybody's so visual.
yeah.
And I get that part, but I am a true journalist. You know, I am a true journalist. So, that listenership is where the sponsors is, unless y'all about to make us go viral on YouTube, you know. So
I I am. I'm looking for that viral moment.
I'm
I don't. I
scared
don't.
after this episode. You about to get
That's
me
what.
banned in
That's
spaces that I
that's
ain't even been in. And I'm
that's.
like,
Listen. I I tell real stories. That what really happened. Like I was so hurt and I was so
Disclaimer.
enraged.
I
I was so
that those
enraged.
are I was not ready. That
And
was
folks,
not
and
written. That
anybody that went to Hampton around that time, they knew like that, and it was so crazy. That picture went around. This is like still early social media
I
days,
hope
right?
none of these people out in Florida or anything. Please don't be. I
This is
and I hope you're not friends with these people on Facebook.
this was 20 something years ago. Okay, this is 23 years ago at this point. The statute of limitations is passed. The statute of limitations is passed, yo. Can't be prosecuted for that. But man, oh, I'm like, how you gonna do that to me and I know where the bodies is
No,
buried?
that
It's so
that that
sad.
definitely that definitely was wrong. And even outside of that, and you were talking about listener. You see how I just we'll do back in. We had the most listens that we had the most views that we've ever had last week. I'll say that. Overall.
Mm.
So I am excited for that to be the episode that really didn't have a lot of, and I know advertisement doesn't have a lot because there's plenty of times that I drop an episode and nothing and the people respond. So I definitely appreciate the viewers, the listeners, everybody that is on Instagram, that is on the in the moment with Natasha Renee. If you're not on the in the moment, if you are on Antoine's page, like his page and subscribe and make sure you are liking and subscribing in the moment with Natasha Renee. Again, you can find me at Natasha Renee underscore the creator. On TikTok, you can find me at Natasha Renee underscore the creator. Oh, TikTok was quiet today. So I don't know if it really sunk or not. Cause last week they was on one.
On one.
That they was definitely on one.
I think somebody was on from TikTok because you said anytime you see like the like badges or something, right? That's TikTok.
Yeah, I didn't see a TikTok badge.
Shout out to Dale Elmore 7543. He dropped a either he has a badge attached to a name or he a number one poster or something, but he has a badge on his name. He was like dreams come true.
Oh, that's my business partner.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
That remember when I said we had those petty moments today?
Petty moments.
My business partner told me, wasn't petty, but we had to handle business today.
Yeah, I
Both
get it.
times.
It be like that sometimes.
It definitely does. So thank you guys. Definitely, hopefully, Wind Down Wednesdays will be a consistent thing, unless I gotta go outside and go to Wind Down Wednesdays. Just 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 in case. Go to some good old Cooper's Hawk or something.
I mean, Wednesdays. I mean, just bring the wine to this couch. I mean, Wednesdays is a great day for me because I'm telling you, like, it's just like the middle of the week, and
It's the perfect day for me.
it gives me something to look forward to and shit. Then boom, I got Thursday and Friday right after that. Like, come on, it's about to be a long weekend too. Shout out to Martin Luther the King. All right, MLK the King.
Yes. But no, Wednesdays is definitely good. That's why I kind of did. I want it to be. You see, I changed the background.
I
For
like it. Got the
yeah.
wine bottles in there. What's that?
I took my time. I went on Canva. I did not ask ChatGPT because ChatGPT is not the person that I like to do my
Is it a
stuff.
bottle of Ripple? What's that?
It's some bottle. It's some liquor on there.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I thought about it. I was like, I had the wine corks, but then I seen that when I was like, nah, let's get the whiskeys and the.
How'd you get the like the neon joint? They had a neon wine
They
light.
had a neon wine, and I flipped it. Flipped it
Okay.
around. When I made this, when I created the background on Canva. So yeah,
Scenes of like a downtown where the wind down might happen.
yeah, the city, yeah, had the city thing going on.
What city is
No,
that? You know?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. It may be New York because you know how people,
Stock images. Shout out.
yeah. So I didn't ask Chad to put together a photo for me. I can't send those AI photos. I'm sorry,
Yo, man, it's just like okay,
man.
because all people do is sit around and dissect them. to show how much AI it is. Look at her feet. Her feet don't match, and her hands is bigger than her head.
Or the shoes is not moving and the whole body moving in the
Her
shoes. You know
index
what I
her index finger as her pinky is the same. It's crazy. She making the Sully rappers on the phone like, yo.
But nah, thank you guys so much. Everybody that came on. We definitely appreciate y'all. Hopefully next I don't have nothing to do next Wednesday. So
Let's
y'all
do it. What
next.
you thinking about how you want to cook? Using your bag today with this topic.
I think we'll make it a little fun. You know, I wanted to talk about transparency because I felt like it was a good way to transition into in the moment because we've had our moments, right? We
Yeah.
y'all don't know on the back end. Antoine is very patient with me. I definitely appreciate it because I know he be cursing me. Let me find her. She been quiet too long. It's been 2 months.
Yo,
I ain't heard. Let me find her.
wellness check, nigga. What's going on?
So I wanted to talk about that because that isn't something that I'm good at, and I said I was going to open up and be honest in these moments, you know.
Okay.
It is something
Okay.
that I struggle with on a day to day. But I'm thinking about some possible dating stuff. It's a couple of things that I seen, a couple of posts and conversations that, I wanted
We
to.
got some recorded. We got some recorded media so we can get some real time reactions.
I know we oh yeah, we did try that before. It looks like it's a little bit easier now for us to even do it now on
Just
this.
gotta share that screen. Put it up there.
I see. I see. Um but yeah, I definitely want to talk about, like I said, this is Wind Down Wednesdays. Is dating, being real with yourself, open, honest. This is whatever goes on Wind Down Wednesday.
That's
You
a
know,
safe space.
it is definitely a safe space. It is a
Safe
whole
space.
safe.
It's a
Yes.
safe space, right?
But again, I will have episodes hopefully. Oh, and let me say this too, since I'm being transparent. So last time when we recorded, like when I went blank, like I had to find a whole new port, like a battery. My battery went dead on my charger. And then too, I gotta invest in a new computer. Cause that's where my
Mm,
issue is. That is another reason why y'all don't be getting episodes. Because I did buy my external, so
right.
I ended up moving everything, and it was like literally before Wind Down Wednesdays. It was a whole disaster. Like I couldn't find nothing. No, what happened was, again, me being transparent because I didn't even get to tell you, so you about to see this and this is a real time reaction when when I say this to Antoine. So remember we were talking about me getting an external drive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I end up getting an external drive. This is literally Tuesday before Wednesday. This is like 1 in the morning, technically Wednesday, while I'm doing this. So I got the external. First, it wasn't moving everything. So I did the little Google search, figure out how to get it to open up on my Mac or whatever.
Okay.
Moving stuff over. Good. Copy paste, delete, copy paste, delete, copy paste, delete. I decided, let me just take this folder since it's going so well and just drop it over to the external. Well, all of that stuff was on the cloud. So the cloud has to upload the stuff
First,
before first.
before it transfers it over to where you designated.
So it's uploading. This was the disaster dating photo. Remember, folder. Remember those videos I told you that I had? So when I say my memory, let's say this was how much memory I had left, right? It went from this to this. I couldn't I couldn't even open up Chrome. I had no memory because everything uploaded. So I literally had to just start taking the chance and deleting certain stuff so it can just open up a little bit. I couldn't move anything. So I had to, even when I got rid of Outlook, because I know certain things I can delete and bring back. So I deleted my Outlook, I deleted my Teams. That didn't even because every time it got memory, it was starting to upload all the stuff that was on there.
Mm.
So it took me about until 2 o'clock in the morning to finally move enough stuff over there for me.
Mm.
So I almost did not want to do Wind Down Wednesday last week. I almost didn't want to because that's what happened to me.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
yo.
But everything is moved over.
Okay, that's good. That's
Everything is
good.
moved.
That is good. We'll go with
Everything
that.
is moved
We'll go
over.
with the positivity there.
But then after I moved everything over, I just realized I really don't have enough memory on this computer, period.
Oh Lord Jesus, yeah.
So it's time for me to invest in that Mac Mini. It definitely is. Yeah.
It's time to get rid of my iMac, yo. I still got this last Intel joint. Them niggas is like on an M19 chip now. Like
Yeah.
I need to catch up, and I said I wanted to get the mini, and then when I had the money to get the mini, I saw the mini Studio Pro joint, and I was willing to risk the 21. I was willing to risk the 21 for it, and that kept me from getting the
I got
mini,
you.
which is about like maybe 14, 15. I don't know when I'm gonna get
Nah,
it, but
yeah, my computer is down to that's why I started getting ready early too, because I was like, I don't need no mishaps because my poor little computer is pushing through.
my jumpy and mine is it's always like I don't know what happened. His name, cardiac kid over here, like shit just oops, reconnecting. I was like, what?
Yeah, so yep, that's where I am. So I want to be transparent on why you guys aren't seeing episodes right now. I'm trying to get the listenership up, and I'm struggling to be an editor. Don't we not look? We not we not we
Five
not.
foot.
I'm 5'3".
Wee man. You were like right here.
I know, right? I thought, look, I thought about it.
He was just like right
I
here.
was waiting for you to say you look down at me. My little behind coming over.
Yo, like, wait a minute. Don't bend your knees, Antoine. Oh my goodness.
I,
I'm almost a whole foot taller than you.
both my kids are taller than me.
Yes. I've seen these metahumans you produced. You know what I'm saying?
I'm tired of looking up at everybody.
That's fine, you know what I'm saying? The smallest of statue commands the most room in the room. So, you be all right.
I'm good.
Everybody will bless with height. The ass fat though, right? Oh,
No.
don't matter. You had him on the porch. Had him on the porch with some Kool-Aid, crying.
He ain't had no Kool-Aid. He was just sitting there looking. I'm not doing that because I keep forgetting. Like we live on Facebook and regular platforms. I'm not with you right now. Because when we did that episode, we couldn't go live places, and some people decided to see those. I don't want nobody.
Oh,
I don't want.
now it's taboo. Now the conversation is taboo. You say that what you
Yes,
saying?
yes. We can't look that episode is deleted in the wind as well.
Really?
I mean, it's not deleted, it's archived, sitting on
Yo,
YouTube,
drop them lost
not
episodes, yo.
missing
drop
in
them lost.
action. Because
Drop
I
them
was
lost.
like,
Drop the lost episode. And that was your story. We was sitting there like on the porch.
stop it.
All right. I'm sorry. Shout out to whoever you are. It's
Well,
just I'm just living in the past. Don't mind me, because it just speaks to the point. You know what I'm saying? You don't even need to be. You know what I mean? Got my head with the you know what I mean?
on that note, thank you guys for listening. We definitely appreciate y'all, and we are good night,
Good
goodbye,
day.
sayonara.